How are you feeling?
Oh, you know, like Joan of Arc. Condemned. But unfortunately with none of her courage.
Well, I think you're being really brave.
You ought to be where I am. My stomach's in knots. My legs are like jelly.
You know, you don't have to go to the clinic on your own.
Margaret, please.
No, listen. Nobody should have to go through things like that on their own.
I've got to get used to being on my own. It's the only way I can cope.
Well, not necessarily Max. How about your mum?
Oh, I can't tell her blood pressure's up again. She can live without my health problems as well as her own.
I can't stand the thought of you just sitting there in the clinic on your own, just waiting to...
Waiting to see if I've got cancer of the breast.
Yeah, you should have someone with you.
Margaret, I've carried this problem around with me for weeks, and because I couldn't talk to anyone about it, I've sort of got used to thinking it through myself. And the longer I'm without Max, the easier it is to live apart from him. Looks like it's time for me to be going.
You will go this time, won't you?
Got to.
Good luck. Thinking about you.
Thanks.
Where have you been? I've been trying to get hold of you.
You know, I really don't think it's advisable you keep coming round.
What do you mean keep coming round? I've only been here once.
Got to go to Stoke to view your property. I was in Carlisle yesterday. Hell of a trip. At M6.
Max, stop waffling, please. I've got some rather upsetting news about Patricia.
Oh, Lord, what have you told her now?
Credit me with some intelligence, will you? She's not very well.
What's the matter?
She's found a lump in her breast.
How do you know this?
Margaret phoned me. Well, nobody knows where you are except me and Geoffrey, and he's not giving anything away.
How does she know? I mean, is it serious?
I don't know. She's going to see the doctor today.
Well, her own doctor?
No, I think it's at the hospital.
Hospital? I need to talk to her.
But what will you tell her when she asks you how you know? Oh, Susanna told me.
Well, I'll just say that I'll ring her to wish her a Happy New Year or something. I don't know. I just need to speak to her.
Just stop and think. She's in a very vulnerable state because she threw you out suspecting you slept with me. She's going to find it very difficult to believe anything you say unless you've got a cast iron story.
What am I going to do? I need to speak to her.
Go home. It's more natural than a phone call. You'll be able to detect any worry, or at least say you can, and she may open up to you.
I'm a fool. She needs me to be with her, and I'm not there. I put everything at risk. Look, thanks. I'll be in touch about the children, all right? Look, I know what you're trying to do, but it's got to stop.
Just go, Max.
We won't be able to hold on to it all, though.
Hey, the Granddad's really used to wear one of these.
Well, he was in the army, wasn't he?
It's heavy, isn't it?
Well, that type of stuff is going right away.
Oh, why?
Because I said so, that's why.
Hey, did you used to wear one of these?
Oh, I never.
Yeah, well, Grandad said that they used to have gas masks for babies as well.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, what did Grandad look like when he was fighting in the war?
Probably like every other soldier, Jack. Scared to death.
Yeah, but not Grandad, eh?
I know, I know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he went on at times and I never believed all of the stories, but I can't imagine him to be scared, you know, a wimp.
Hey, Jack, there's nothing wrong with being scared, and it's got nothing at all to do with being a wimp.
Yeah, but I mean, he wasn't the type of fella that started crying and all that.
Yeah, well, strange as it may seem, Jack, grown men aren't allowed to cry, you know. I can remember when I was a kid, anybody who cried used to call him a sissy. But as you get older, you realise it's just not that important. Like the other night when I went round the back of your granddad's house and I saw them lying on the kitchen floor. When I kicked the door in, I cried. Wouldn't have bothered me who was there either. I just couldn't help it, did it? So did your granddad, you know. I remember when my mum died, I saw him. And like you, I was really surprised to see a grown man cry. Anyway, Nick said he'd give his hand with this. Nip over and ask him when he left. A bit heavy, this box.
Margaret, where is she? Look, please, I need to know. She's still my wife.
She'll come back if I tell you.
Look, you told Susanna to find me. You only did that because you knew that I wanted to be with Patricia. You did the right thing. Now, please tell me where she is. It's all right. I'll tell her that I had to beat the information out of you.
She's at the hospital at the breast clinic. She'll be there most of the afternoon.
How is she?
Terrified. But she thinks she's coping.
And you don't think she is?
I'm sure she isn't. She's already run out of one doctor's appointment.
It's getting out of hand.
Yeah. And all over some silly little misunderstanding. I'm thinking you and Susanna were...
Look, I better go to the hospital. Will you still be here tonight if... Well, if she's still annoyed with me?
I'm babysitting for Mick tonight.
Okay, let's see.
Be quick. Don't want her running off again, do we?
Thanks very much, love.
So, when's Cyril's funeral?
Next Wednesday. I'll have to get my black coat out again. You don't seem to be out of church these days.
Well, I suppose the older you get, the more your friends die off.
Me and my friend Letty Wright, we're always at funerals. I have to get written into my contract here.
What contract? Be surprised if he was putting us through the books.
Oh, I don't know.
Why, you don't get a wage slip, do you?
Well, I can't say that I'm bothered. The money I get on my pension's hopeless. We were the backbone of this country, my generation, and now we're treated like muck.
You should get involved in one of those great power things. You know, all the pensioners out on the streets protesting.
Most of them are too scared. They've had years of being told what to do, so now they think they still have to take orders.
Yes, but it was your generation that held all those general strikes and Jarrow marches and all that. You were a right bolshy bunch, according to me dad.
Ooh, I'd love to get down to those Houses of Parliament and tell them what I thought of them.
They'd lock you up, say you were mad.
Nobody takes me for a fool or makes a fool of me just because I'm getting on.
You know, there's nothing to do with age, is it? Ron Dixon made fools of both of us, accusing us of theft.
Well, there's been a bit of a development in that direction.
How do you mean?
Well, first there was a thief, and then suddenly there wasn't.
What are you talking about, Julia?
Well, don't you see? There was 30 quid missing, and then there wasn't.
Which is why we got our jobs back, but what's your point?
There is a thief.
Are you sure?
Take it from me. I think there's a one-off, mind. But I know it is, and I'm keeping that well buttoned.
Morning, Craig.
I didn't expect to see you here.
I was on my way to Stoke. Why didn't you tell me?
I couldn't. I didn't want to believe it. I thought if I didn't talk about it, then it wouldn't exist.
You can't pretend about something as serious as that.
Why not? We've been pretending to have a successful marriage for long enough.
That's not true. We've both been under tremendous strain. Me with my work, you with yours. And
Susanna.
look, this is all a confusing mess. It's nothing like you think. I mean, I haven't even seen Susanna since Christmas. I am so sorry for lying to you about Susanna staying over that night. Well, in a foolish way, I was trying to protect you.
I know you're sorry. I'm glad you came.
So am I.
Did you know I was here? Margaret, I suppose.
Everything will be all right. You'll see.
Thank going to tell me today if it's malignant or not.
Okay. It will be all right.
You come home.
Yeah. I do love you.
Patricia Farnham. I'll be fine now. You go. I'll see you later.
No, I want to stay here.
Please. I've got to do this bit on my own.
Dad, there's Phil out there on crutches.
Oh, yeah. I suppose he's got a parrot on his shoulder as well, has he? And a patch over one eye called Long John Silver. What do you call the other eye? I've heard them all before, Jack.
Yeah, Dad, there is honestly wants to speak to you.
If you're winding me up, you know, you're going to wish you were on that boat with Long John Silver. Oh, all right, mate. Sorry I didn't know you were there. What can I do you for?
I've come about this, the advert. I phoned before.
Ah, yeah. Jackie, I've got a bit of business to discuss here, love. Do you want to tidy your room or something?
Well, Derby room's that tidy.
Do you want to tidy it again?
Yeah, right.
Right, coming in, mate.
Uses these things.
Yeah, have a seat.
It's out.
You all right?
Yeah, I broke it in 3 places.
Go away.
Birmingham, Bradford and Leeds. You into jumble, then?
No, it belonged to my dad, actually. He died over the New Year. Heart attack.
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. I didn't realise.
No, it's okay.
No, I mean all that daft joking about me leg. I'm sorry.
No, honestly, it's all right. Nice to share the joke, anyway. Right, this organ. I'm trying to get down to Chapel of Rest, you know, see me dad. I try to get in every day.
We had a wake for me granddad.
Oh, yeah?
Very moving experience.
Aye.
Well, it looks in good nick.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Just a couple of marks on it there, but doesn't interfere with the works, you know.
Works? I think these are digital.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's got everything, though, you know. It's got strings and sounds. Got a voice box. But the only thing it doesn't do is the washing.
Any chance of a play?
Play.
Yeah, well, not that I doubt you like, but, well, you can't be too careful these days, can you?
Oh, play, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking, yeah. Go on.
Needs an amp.
Oh, I must be going stupid then. I'll have to nip up to my lad's room and...
That's okay.
It might take a couple of minutes, you know, like a tip up.
Take your time, I'm in no rush, honest.
Cheers.
So, where's Mick tonight, then?
Cabin. We've got about an hour.
You know, I could have done that myself, you know.
It's all right. I like it. Makes me think I'm giving you some home comforts.
I don't exactly lead a monastic existence, you know.
What?
Well, live like some closed order of monks.
Could you have been a monk?
I suppose so.
But you wanted to be a priest.
I mean, I've been through the usual self-doubt. You know, watching the rest of the world seemingly having a great time while I served mass as an altar boy. But once I began to mature, things just fell into place. Father O'Farrell or bust. What's the matter?
I feel stupid asking you questions like that. It'd been better if I'd have been a Catholic as well.
Oh, not so sure about that. You might have seen me as absolutely untouchable. You see, all this relationship, it would be classed as sin.
Sin? We're not exactly doing anything wrong, though, are we? I mean, I know you're not meant to see women, but I thought it was some sort of contract thing.
Well, it is, but it's a contract with the church. And that doesn't just mean Father Thornton or the Archbishop of Liverpool. It means Rome, the Pope, and just about every Catholic throughout the world. That's what causes me the pain.
I don't want to cause you pain.
What would you sooner have? I mean, we've tried being apart and that caused us both pain. I know exactly what I'm doing. You can't begin to imagine how much I enjoy seeing you.
Me too.
Just gonna have to talk things through, that's all.
Just all seems like such heavy stuff.
Oh, well, if we stay together, it might get heavier.
I don't care.
Right, here we are. Hello? Oh, no. Oh. Oh, that flaming swine.
Would I like me to come down now, Dad?
Oh, look at that. How could I fall for a trick like that?
Dad, what's happened?
That flaming one-legged fella, he's ripped me off.
Well, what's he taking? What did he get?
Michael's organ.
Dad, his keyboard. He'll go off his ass.
Yeah, that's my responsibility. All right, Jackie. As far as you're concerned, this never happened. All right, so don't you say a word. Oh, no.
Are we not going up?
Well, I was thinking of having a quiet night, you know.
What, down here?
I was thinking about being on my own, actually.
Funny us being together in the actual lair of the Black Widow. How is Lady Angela Lambert?
Her name's Lambert.
Oh, and there's me thinking she had some class.
Well, some people are just modest, Fran.
I don't think we should fight, you know.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Neither am I.
What do you want, Fran?
Can I have a coffee?
Well, I'm a little bit tired, you know.
Well, maybe we could go somewhere more comfortable.
Like I said, I'm a little bit tired.
You better stay awake long enough to listen to what I have to say.
Oh, great. Thanks. So, how's Patricia then?
I don't know, really. She got back from hospital, but she didn't really want to talk.
Well, what was her mood like, you know? Happy, sad?
I'm not sure. I think she's got to wait a bit longer for the full results. Yeah, go in, are you? We've got ages.
We'll just go into the little boy's room.
All right, Max.
Hi.
Just called from the sympathy card for Ron Dicko. Send me in again.
I was just going to have a sandwich.
No need to look so guilty over a bit of bread. But Leo?
Have you found it?
Yeah. I've already written on it, so I just need to drop it in. Unless you want to put it through for us.
Well, these things always mean more if you take them yourself, don't they?
Yeah, you're right. See you later. What's the score, then?
This is Derek Dee Dee's brother.
Yeah, I know he is. He's a priest, isn't he?
Look, I'm very sorry. We should have asked if it was all right me coming here.
Still don't know what the score is.
I was asking Derek something about doing some work for the youth club.
I came here to see Margaret, to spend some time with her. It was deceitful and no harm was meant. We shouldn't really have abused your hospitality.
You put me in a right hole, haven't you? I mean, Dee Dee and Ron are my neighbours. This isn't on the level, is it?
I'm sorry, Mick. We should have asked you. Whatever happens, I'll still babysit for you.
And it wasn't Sammy round here the other night either, was it?
No.
You being a priest is way out of order.
We only sit and talk.
But look where you're doing it. Right on the nose of your sister. What do you think would happen if she found out you were here? I spent a lot of time building relationships around here, you know, Derek.
It'd be awful if anyone found out, Mick.
You shouldn't feel under any pressure. You should do what you feel is right.
I think it's best if you go.
Look, Fran, will you just get to the point?
Don't rush me. I have to do this in stages.
Do you know what? I never knew you could be so bored.
St. Basil says anger is temporary madness. You'd be a fool to get mad with me.
Well, I'm a lapsed Catholic, aren't I? And I don't listen to saints.
Well, I hope you listen to me.
I've had enough of this.
Do you know anything about pre-trial procedure? You know, it's Graham Curtis's trial soon. Remember, the one who's supposed to have murdered Sue and Danny?
Yeah, well, I hope they hang the maggot.
Yeah, well, he's on remand at the moment.
So what? Hope he's got a few cellmates in with him that don't like him.
The police are still convinced he did it.
Yeah, well, why shouldn't he be? They've got no new evidence, have they?
No, but they'll be taking the depositions soon. That means, Thicko, that they'll be coming around checking on the evidence from various witnesses, you know, making sure they all remember what they said.
Well, I've still got my story straight.
Ah, is it a story?
All right, I've still got my evidence straight.
Yeah, but I was thinking whether I had anything to add to mine.
Like what, Fran?
Well, the police might be very interested to hear that Sue had a lover before she died. Can you remember sleeping with her, Barry?
That's not going to make any difference, Fran. They've got all the evidence they need to convict him.
Yeah, but Graham's defence might be able to throw lots and lots of doubt on his motive when Sue's lover, the beautiful Barry, is giving evidence against him. Let go. And if the police weren't interested, maybe your mate Terry would be.
You reckon, do you?
Yeah, I know he would. So, if there's any muck being slung against Sue at the trial, just make sure you don't sling any. Otherwise, I might just have to show Terry what sort of a friend you really are.
Hi.
It's good to see you back.
Well, it's good to be back. What happened?
I'm going to need your arm, Max. The tests were positive. It's not just a simple harmless lump. Couldn't be that easy for me, could it? It's malignant. I've got cancer.
Zack turns his attentions on Pippa next, which in Summer Bay style gets misconstrued, and that's how the rumours begin in Home and Away next.